And it kind of like, they're still doing. This is kind of where I expect Power Rangers to be after they kind of put the main show on hiatus. They're just kind of like doing little side things, little like merchandise things, just with other companies.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with it.
Are you okay with this, Cody?
I just found the video for Battle Aces, and it's all robots, and I'm all in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hi everybody. Welcome to Modular Components. Today we're talking about video games because a bunch of video game stuff happened, and I want to talk about it. I'm not your host. I'm just a guy. I'm just your co-host, Buster. With your actual host, there's Boy Go Rider.
I mean, I'm also just a co-host.
And there's also Cody, who's not really a host or a co-host. He's just the awesome guy.
And I am Snowcone83. Back to you, Buzz.
Yeah. So yeah, Summer Games Fest happened. It was, I don't know. They showed the Among Us animated series trailer. I'm pretty actually excited for this because they got the Infinity Train director on it.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty fun. They got Wayne Knight in the voice cast. When's the last time you heard Wayne Knight do anything in like the mainstream?
Remind me what he's been in that I would know.
Space Jam.
Oh! He was Michael Jordan's assistant.
Yeah.
He was also in Jurassic Park.
Yeah. And like Seinfeld, but like of course, like most like people my age know him from Space Jam.
Yeah, but he's everyone who doesn't like can't put the face to the name. He's the guy from the meme of like, oh, look at this guy. See, no one cares.
Yeah, yeah. He's the one that turns into a CGI balloon. And
yeah,
I'm excited for the Among Us show. Good voice actors, good animation. I'm excited. And
hopefully, it's not too late.
And then I guess, let's just rip off the main thing me and Boingo are interested in. What are gonna be our Year 2 Street Fighter 6 characters? And man, the results were certainly not what we're expecting, and has certainly caused what I can only describe as the worst time to be a Street Fighter fan, even though this should be a happy time.
Here's the thing. I am totally disconnected from the general, like, online
fighting game.
Or, like, I pay attention to Thorgy. I watch his fighting game videos. I pay attention to Maximilian Dude. I watch what's his fighting game podcast?
Triple KO.
Triple KO. I watch Triple KO. Sometimes I watch a Justin clip. I watch Matt Muscles, all that kind of stuff. I do not dive into like extensively going into like Street Fighter subreddit or
I'm not. I just been happening on my Twitter feed.
Yeah, no, I don't like same thing. I don't do that on like Twitter or Bluesky or Tumblr. I don't seek it out. When I find it, it's usually I just look for fan art and fun things. I don't. Discourse is not what I look for.
I haven't been looking for it. It's just been coming to me.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta understand, Boygo. I don't look for these things. They just come to me. All right, so the characters are. This year is going to be a big crossover season, like, because half the characters are from Fatal Fury. You got Terry Bogard and Mai Shiranui, and Elena from Street Fighter 3 is also here, and of course, M. Bison is like a big returning character. All right, let's break this down. M. Bison, we should have known, but like, I thought it was Sagat at first because it looks a lot like Sagat.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. May I propose this? What is M. Bison's big character thing?
He never dies?
No, he takes over people's bodies.
Oh, he might. Yeah, I thought he took over Sagat for a second.
Did they confirm that not the case?
No, I don't think that's the case. I think they just said it's another clone body.
Yeah.
Although that one could be a tragic ending for Sagat, and he went on a quest for redemption, and then he got hijacked by a bison. That would kind of just be like a weird 180, but like, I don't know. Elena, I'm happy to see a Street Fighter 3 character, and I think this is
the first one we've had, right?
Yeah, first Street Fighter 3 character in Street Fighter 6. I think.
You know what? Totally makes sense because she is probably the safest bet, other than like Alex from Street Fighter 3, to make a return.
Yeah, I know a lot of people want Dudley or Makoto. I think Makoto would actually be a safer bet because she is like very high on popularity polls.
Yeah, but what I meant more is like storyline, because like they were always hesitant to go into the future because Street Fighter 3 story was a little wonky.
Yeah.
And so going into 4 and 5, they went like ramp it back.
Yeah, and Elena hasn't been in 5, so it's like, hey, give her a chance. Then again, Makoto and Dudley haven't been in 5. So.
And it always sucks because some of my favorite characters from Street Fighter 3 are the fucking weirdos.
Yeah. I think we will get Makoto and Dudley in this game eventually.
Makoto and Dudley makes sense. We're never gonna see Necro again.
Oh, we're never seeing.
We're never gonna see 12.
12 is gonna be like, unless they pull a Street Fighter 5 Season 5, and he'll just be like a weird like season pass unlockable where it's like he's just mirror mode, like in Street Fighter 5.
I mean, Oro is pretty safe because they kind of toned him down in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
But we're never gonna see Q. They were like, "Hey, we're gonna take the elements of Q and we're gonna do something different with them."
I'd love for this to be poorly aged because I think
let this be poorly aged. Let it be.
Please.
Let me put the feet in my mouth, please.
Because Q, like, I'd love to see him in Street Fighter 6 mechanic and like RE Engine. But speaking of RE Engine, I'm so excited to see what they're gonna do with Terry and Mai in the RE Engine. Oh, that's gonna be insane. I know Mai in particular might break the internet. Oh
God. Hey, let's be fair here. Street Fighter 6 doesn't have quote unquote jiggle.
True, but also you never know.
No, and especially given the promotional material, it feels like they're going very classic traditional Mai, which is not a lot of clothing.
Yeah, I mean, granted, there's also going to be costumes because they already confirmed 3 costumes for everyone for the season.
What? First off, Terry and Mai, fucking great. That means SNK and Capcom are in a great working relationship. We may see an SVC one day.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Another match of the Millennium.
I'd love that to see that. These, I think, like, besides M. Bison, which, like, a lot of people were kind of groaning at until we saw his gameplay trailer, which, like, it looks sick. But, like, these might be the most controversial Street Fighter characters in a bit. Just, like, at least, just because they're guest characters, and Street Fighter has never done guest characters.
I would like to argue that, technically, they've been around since Alpha.
Yeah, but, like, other outside company guest characters.
True, but, like, it's not out of the realm of possibility. SNK and Capcom have had a working relationship, and if you go by SVC continuity, they've always been in the same universe.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm excited to see them on World Tour.
It's just Metro to see them. Yeah.
World Tour, it's going to be great to see their interactions with World Tour. And just seeing them in the RE Engine, and I think they're just going to get their Garo English actors for the dub.
I can see that.
Yeah, because the Garo has an English dub this time around.
You know what? That already takes out 2 of the costumes for Terry Bogard, because he's going to have this classic
and this Garo
Fatal Fury, his Garo costume. What else would he have? You know what? I could see a costume referencing Rio from KOF.
Yeah. Or Kyo?
Kyo. Yeah.
Rio's from Art of Fighting.
Yeah. Brain fart.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but I'm excited to play as Terry and Mai. Like, those are currently the 2 highlights. But it's a bit like, a lot of people are being really weird about this decision, especially because SNK's owner is, I don't need to go too into that, but,
yeah.
People are just being really weird about it. Like, some people are over-defensive, some people are just being, like, it's weird.
Cody, you are aware who is like a majority stakeholder of SNK, right?
Who's SNK?
We talked about this before.
The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, there's a short on back when we did YouTube Shorts. There's a short on this channel of like us explaining this.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so people are being oddly defensive about this, which and then some people are kind of being a bit I don't know. It's like whatever. Just it is what it is. I'm still excited for. I think I was a bit disappointed in this pass because I think it's just the number of characters. I'm still not used to seeing 4 characters in a fighting game. 6 it feels like the right magic spot because you got a lot of characters, but it's not too much. But now it's okay, it's per season. But hopefully Street Fighter 6 comes around for years to come, so we can eventually get all our characters in this wonderful fighting engine.
Well, how many years did 5 last?
5?
A million.
Okay, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, then Street Fighter 6 came out in 2023. 7 years 5 lasted.
So the way I can see it is that they went what if we make each wave a less number of fighters that we have to worry about? And that way we can do a wave a year for 7 years.
Yeah. hopefully they're. I'm pretty sure they're planning around, especially because fighting game development will take longer. So it'd probably just be easier
Yeah.
to update Street Fighter 6 for a year than to make like Street Fighter 7 right away for like next gen consoles. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I've I've come around on this year. It's not the best.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but it's like, hey, it works. I'm excited.
And I'm not going to argue that you're not allowed to be disappointed at M. Bison. Whenever that conversation started happening on my server, I was just like, hey, he's M. Bison. What the fuck did you He is one of the more important fan favorite characters. It makes sense for him to show up.
Like, it does make sense. It's just like I thought we were like the time skip kind of implied he wasn't going to be around, especially given JP's role in the story. I know.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get a new chunk of story mode to kind of explain.
Yeah, I mean, like, World Tour is already a lot of story expansion, and like, hey, Bison comes out this month, so we're gonna see that story mode soon.
I do like his look though. He kind of feels like Megatron in the second Transformers movie.
Oh yeah, but actually, like, good.
Yeah, just like broken, beaten with a giant cloak. It's just like, fuck you, I'm in Bison. I'm gonna take everything back. I'm beaten now, but just you wait.
It is a very unique look for the character, and also it's like he has a horse, and that's fun.
He has a horse.
Yeah, 2024, really the year of like villains with horse or anti. What would you call Venom in this case? Because Venom had a horse in the recent trailer.
I'd say Venom is he's anti-hero in the fucking movies, but he is definitively a hero at this point.
Well, speaking of anti-heroes, Boingo! All hail Shadow! Heroes rise again!
Jesus, Jet, it is strange just how much effort they're putting into Shadow propaganda.
It's what needs to happen. It's what I'm so excited. I am like stupid excited for what is basically just a Bowser's Fury style expansion for Sonic Generations. They are going like insane with this like whole like, yeah, Shadow's gonna get his own story mode, and it's gonna be play like Sonic Frontiers. It's gonna have an open zone. It's gonna have like unique level design. It's gonna have the Bio Lizard. It's gonna have Sonic 06 locations. It's like, this looks too awesome, and he has wings like the Donny Cates, the goat Donny Cates. I think I posted this in your server. Even was like, hey, wait a minute, to the Venom wings that Shadow got. It was so funny. Like, I'm gonna post it in chat for Cody to see. Just like,
I'm glad Donny Cates is doing well.
Yeah,
people who aren't super into comics. Donny Cates was a very big comic book writer. He did a lot of great stuff with Thor and Venom. He had gotten into an accident, maybe a year at this point now. And he had to drop out of comics to basically recover because he had brain damage and he was not in a good place. So yeah, I'm glad he's doing good. I'm glad he's able to shitpost on the internet.
Yeah. I'm just like, and also just some of the official artwork that's come out of the Shadow reveal. Like, I got shared, like, the Sonic Japan specifically shared this beautiful illustration of like Shadow with his like new power up, and it's like, whoa, this is like, they know what they have. Like, they are confident. I'm really loving this new confident era of Sonic games. And I don't know if it's the movie or if it's just like force them to get their ass into gear or whatever.
I think to me it seems like Forces being such a bomb made them reevaluate what their business plan was, and the movie succeeding as much as it did basically gave them confidence of, okay, so take our time, we can fix our problem and make things better, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, I'm just pretty like I am like, I'm not even gonna touch the Generations part of this game. I'm just gonna touch the Shadow part of.
I mean, hey, how many times have you played Generations?
I've actually never.
Here, Buster's gonna touch the Shadow part.
Thanks, Cody. I've actually never beaten Generations. I really should eventually. I just like.
Well, if you're gonna get the Shadow version, might as well beat.
Yeah, probably just. I just want to play the Shadow part first, and then I'll play the regular Generation. You know, the Shadow part's the new fancy game on the new experience that come out of it.
Yeah. All right. So, are you at all interested in Shadow X Sonic Generations, Cody?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love me some good Sonic.
Yeah, I think they eventually.
What's your go-to order at Sonic, Cody?
Oh, it's been so long. Chicken nuggets, probably.
Speaking of awesome things, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That's also coming out the same month as Shadow Generations.
Oh yeah, It's cool that they're coming back to that gameplay style, but like, it's neat, it's fun.
Yeah. They showed off the UI, Ultra Instinct, Broly's. I think Mr. Satan was in a bit, so Mr.
I
Satan's
didn't
gonna.
watch the trailer. Does it have both Broly?
I think it's both Broly's, because Super Broly is a pre-order bonus, like early unlock pre-order bonus.
Right. Is there Super Broly and then there's Movie Broly, and those are two different types of characters.
Yeah, I think they're sticking to Super guys for now. I don't know about movie. Maybe Cooler's in it. I don't know. I think they're just sticking to like mainline stuff or continuity stuff, and then DLC will be like I don't know yet. I could be wrong. Please correct me in the comments. If Cooler, I'd love to play as Cooler in this because Cooler is one of my favorite Dragon Ball characters, even though he has one of the worst movies.
Which one?
Return of Cooler.
With the
Cooler's Revenge is
spaghetti
fun.
star.
Yeah, it just Return of Cooler is so bad. Oh my god. Man, I really wish they would do like a Super Broly style movie for Cooler. Where it's like they just like update the origin for like.
How hard would it be to actually fit the Cooler movies into Super continuity, though?
They could just do whatever they want. People
Yeah,
be like,
yeah,
oh,
it's like
fuck
the
yeah,
Broly.
Cooler.
Yeah. Like even then, like the Broly movies like weren't canon to the Super Broly movie.
No, what I'm saying is, let me rephrase. Do they even have to make a new Cooler movie, or can the already existing Cooler movies easily fit into canon if they just said so?
Not really, from what I understand.
Because I know some of the movies can fit better or worse than.
Yeah, I need to watch that video that just like clarify.
Yeah.
Even then,
Did
I'd
they ever
rather them
canonize
not.
Turles? Turles?
Yes.
He was in
the brother of Vegeta.
Yeah, the Return of Son Goku.
Special. Yeah, he was in that.
That's a good special. I like that.
And that's
special.
canon. That's considered canon.
Okay.
I really like that special. It's a cute special.
And he did get mentioned when early on in Super when Vegeta was doing the theme park with Trunks and Bulma to show
was
like
it Super
how
TV show or Super movie? The
TV.
Okay, because God, we're a bunch of nerds. What else did they show at Summer Games Fest that we could?
I'm looking at Lego Horizons Adventures.
It seems.
Why
neat.
though?
Because Sony really wants to make Horizon a thing.
Yeah, I mean, like the games sell well, but
not
also
only that, but like the Pharrell movie made out of Lego with Lego Snoop Dogg and Lego Cribs.
Lego Kendrick Lamar.
Jesus,
I saw a trailer for
thing?
that. Yeah, I saw a trailer for that in front of a Bad Boys Ride or Die. Was it called the new Bad Boys movie? I watched it with the boys last night. It was good. Actually, I didn't watch the other Bad Boys movies because like I really like this.
Wait, have you not seen the classic Michael Bay?
No, I've not.
Bad Boys 2 was on constant rotation for Child Boingo.
Yeah. Well, then again, we both have like different eras of childhood, so
no. But I'm just realizing how fucking buck wild it is to say, "Oh yeah, 10-year-old me just watched Bad Boys 2 repeatedly."
I mean, that's the one. The only thing I know about Bad Boys 2 is the scene of like Will Smith in the Klan's outfit, like taking it off and shooting his guns.
Yeah,
that's a pretty cool scene. Just out of context. There's just the new Bad Boy, just so much creative action in that movie. The new one.
Yeah,
it's like just great comedic performances, and it's like how do I?
I don't want to see Michael Bay do good because I don't want.
It's not Michael Bay anymore. Michael Bay,
it's two Muslim guys. It's two Muslim guys.
Yeah,
that direct it, and they go crazy with the directing.
Michael Bay hasn't directed or been a major part of Bad Boys since the second one.
Yeah, he did
the first two, and then he went off to do Transformers. And Will Smith basically executive produced and brought it back with new creative teams.
And two Muslim guys who also directed an episode of Miss Marvel, the Disney Plus one. Like that, it's good. And it's just nice, and it's like I like. It feels like, how do I explain Bad Boys from just the one movie I saw? It feels like Will Smith's version of Fast and Furious. Not as much as there is kind of like a family element to it, but also it's like also just the kind of vibe it gives me, you know?
Yeah, it's a little passion project that's kind of a vanity project at the same time.
Yeah, a passion project, vanity project that feels very like old Hollywood. In a way, like feels like very throwback to like 90s and 80s era action movies, like in a time where it's like that's not really common.
Oh, speaking of that, did I convince you to start watching Dropout stuff because of that new D20 season.
Oh yeah, the new D20 season. I haven't. I only watched those 2 episodes of that Toku parody or like
Yeah.
the MMPR parody. Well, what's the name of that show again? Let me check our DMs because we were talking about it and it was like
Yeah.
Ultra Chanteon Team Go. It's basically just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but as an adult sitcom. There's some good
Interesting.
effects. There's some good effects. Like there's some like creative, like crass, but like very interesting effects. It's just the actual plotting and aesthetic, especially in the human stuff, leans a bit too much for MMPR, and it feels like you could have got a bit more creative with
Yeah,
like the
I think
Toku
that was
parody.
also made right at the time when College Humor was basically its parent company was like, all right, we just want to get rid of you. We don't give a shit about you anymore.
Yeah, it was made in 2019, like right before the pandemic.
Yeah. And that's around the time when Samurai bought the company.
Yeah. And now they make all sorts of unique. I still gotta watch Game Changer. I really gotta watch Game Changer eventually.
Yeah. The season finale is hilarious because they're all in different hotel rooms and they have to make up a character and try and figure out who's who and get points that way.
Fascinating.
So like one of them just made a character bug with a big ass, and when pressed, he just goes like, "Yeah, I'm just a bug with a big ass."
And that's a boy go ass joke.
I love
Oh,
me
yeah.
some big ass bug.
Big ass bug.
Yeah, two things Cody loves: big asses and bugs.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why you can never have the ass, because if you had the ass, you'd be too much of a narcissist.
Narcissism.
True.
Just looking more at Summer Games Fest. A new turf game.
Harry Potter. I literally like tabbed out the stream when they were showing that game. I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
Also, apparently Tim Robinson announced the new Skate game.
that's cool.
So yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Like it's cool in retrospect, but in the moment, it was just kind of like, okay, we're doing this now. It's a comedy, office style sitcom in the middle of my Jeff Keighley comedy hour. Yeah,
But Skate coming back, that's fun.
yeah, it's still in development.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
Cuff
good.
Bust.
Cuff Bust.
A prison escape party game.
With elephants?
Oh yeah, of elephants. Yeah, the weird thing about that trailer is that it was edited like a YouTube short, and that kind of threw me off a bit. But like, it looks like a fun game.
Yeah, I know. I was watching Dimitar Lupin stream watching the Games Fest, and they were excited for it.
It does seem very demi-core with like the cute,
Cute things
animals.
committing crimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Naughty Bear.
Yeah, we're getting Civ 7.
Yeah.
Did I have an aneurysm, or did they actually put Naughty Bear in
They did not put
Dead
Naughty
by
Bear.
Daylight?
They did not. I don't think they put Naughty Bear in Dead by Daylight.
Have they put Chucky in Dead by Daylight?
Chris, can you confirm that for me, please?
Yeah, I'll look that up real quick.
I know they put Chucky in Dead by Daylight like a couple Halloweens ago.
Literally, I just start Naughty Bear Dead by Daylight. It popped up. So let's see what happens. No, he's in there.
Yeah.
Official Dead by Daylight Wikipedia. Naughty Bear is a visceral legendary outfit available to the Trapper.
Oh, so it's
That's
an
how they
outfit
did it.
instead of just a whole character.
Naughty Bear originates from 2010 video game of the same name and its 2012 sequel, Naughty Bear Panic in Paradise, which, like Dead by Daylight itself, were both developed by Behavior Interactive, though the studio was then known as Artificial Mind and Movement. So it's the same company.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. That's even crazy. I was about to say that the Trapper plays like Naughty Bear anyways, but that's insane. That makes so much fucking sense. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The way those games play. That's insane. Wow.
The quote unquote game feel.
I played a shit ton of like the first game for no reason. I was enamored.
But yeah, he's in the game.
Hell yeah.
I guess I could. So guys, now that we've kind of knocked all the major Summer Games Fest.
No, there's some more games.
Yeah, but like
that BattleMech game looks really good.
Yeah,
like amazing.
BattleMech, the Killer Bean game. I'm interested in that. It looks pretty fun.
We got some more information on Metaphor.
Yeah, Metaphor, the new Atlas game by the who's it called? The original Persona guy.
Yeah.
I think the new Star Wars game's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I hope it's good.
We just need more single player Star Wars games.
Yeah, I just like I'm not sure if I feel like Ubisoft formula right now.
That seems to be where the franchise
I actually love
Games
the
at its
Ubisoft
strongest.
formula.
Yeah, I'm sure the Ubisoft formula like has. I just like so tired of Ubisoft right now. Like I'm sure it'll.
Yeah. Alan Wake 2 is getting an expansion, and I think I saw in one of the things for it that the woman from Control is in it.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, Alan Wake
they're
2.
shared
Yeah, because they're
universes.
shared universe.
I know they're shared universes, but she's showing back up for the DLC.
I know that's cool. That's exciting.
Yeah, I still need to play
Alan Wake
but
was in one of the DLCs for Control.
Yeah, but it was all but that was like when they first like started confirming that stuff was happening, and then Alan Wake 2 they're
Which
like doubling down.
in the base game, in
Yeah.
like early on, you could find shit about Alan Wake and like find a little video and stuff. Like base game, no DLC, no nothing.
Oh, I was thinking of the hotel in Control, the DLC hotel.
Think of these nuts, you fool.
Fine, I don't have a
baby.
nut allergy.
You're gonna.
Whoa.
Rio.
All right, now let's get to. This is gonna be
I'm
my
just
last
saying
podcast
there was I just want to finish before we start talking about that. We saw some more Hyper Light Breaker.
Yeah, Hyperlight Breaker looks neat.
We saw a good couple of fun indie games that like it's like cool to see that it get
Yeah.
back
Oh
into
yeah,
the stage.
the Among Us guys are funding so many indie games. It's great.
Black Myth Wukong just visually looks really cool.
Yeah, it's just like their fifth time announcing this game.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
hey,
it sure has been a while.
yeah.
Announced for every time Sun Wukong became immortal.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
baby.
That's a mythology joke, baby. All right, now Buster.
This is gonna be my last podcast for like a couple weeks. I'll be back. I won't be gone for too long, but I'm going to be on a vacation. So you're not gonna hear my beautiful voice on this channel for a couple weeks. Now,
Yeah,
what I
this
want
isn't-
you viewers
This
to do
isn't
while I'm
this isn't the return. This isn't a back situation.
yeah, I just like temp hiatus, temporary. So
That
what's
sounds
gonna happen
horrible.
is, yeah, I already said what's gonna happen. What I want you guys to do while I'm gone is, so today, the time this episode goes up, if Boingo actually uploads it on time.
Hey, that was one day.
One day, that was one whole day. I know, just in case. Ultraman Rising will have come out on Netflix, so I want you guys to watch that movie. That's all I want. I'm very excited for that movie. And actually, this was gonna be uploaded the day my cousin gets married, so shout out to her.
Oh,
Happy
congratulations!
marriage.
Yeah, so
May it be long and fruitful.
that's the reason I'm going on vacation, because of the wedding. So, because we're all the family coming together for the wedding overseas.
Is it a destination wedding, or is it they live there and you're going to go visit?
Destination where it's like everyone, they all gathered in one area and we're all coming there. And that they usually live around my area, but like,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah, hopefully it'll be a fun time. Speaking of fun times, this won't matter in like a month until a month later. But I'm going to the Scott the Woz announced an event in Chicago, and I'm going because I got my ticket, and it's gonna be super fun. The Wazzy, super excited. It's gonna be super funny. Hopefully, and yeah, I'm also just gonna meet. I'm already planning to meet up with some friends there.
Hell yeah!
It's exciting stuff.
Was it up?
Yeah, Waz it up. That's the
Jesus.
Was
Wazzy.
like nobody's watching.
Whoa.
No, I never thought about this. How related to Steve Wozniak could Scott the Woz be?
I'm not googling that. I don't feel like googling that.
That's a dumbass thought. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I guess. I mean,
like
hey,
that's like the equivalent of saying like, oh, what if?
I'm
I
buddy.
don't think of a comparison.
I was being flippant and not 100%.
I know. I'm just trying to add on to the joke.
More like flipping me off.
Yeah, you're.
I flipped you off plenty of times. Come on now.
Frigging me on.
I have done numerous things to you, buddy.
I think I had a dream where I flipped someone off.
You had a
Buster
dream
having
where you
violent
asserted
dreams again.
yourself.
Yeah, where it's like, I think some girl pissed me off or something. I forgot.
Ooh.
Oh, girl piss.
Okay, you
piss
don't have to.
girl.
Don't say it that way. Don't say it. Also, I was just revisiting like some like old memories of like, man, remember the 2010s, which is a weird thing to say now. But man, remember when the amiibos were like selling out everywhere and like they were like the big scalper item?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, amiibos.
The only thing in the Wii U era that sold out.
Yeah, and a couple 3DS stuff, but like mostly the amiibos. Yeah, I was just thinking, I still want to get the Sora amiibo that came out. I think I'll still be able to get it, even though it's been selling out consistently.
I mean, you can still technically get the Super Mario 3D bundle at like Target, and they said that was going to be limited time.
Yeah. I know the Sora's not going to be limited time. Amiibos are just like they come in batches. They'll make a bunch and then they'll just send them out in batches. And I remember the amiibo craze got so bad. I actually had to import a Ganondorf from Japan, and I got him like early from like multiple months before he actually came out in America. Like just because I really wanted a Ganondorf. I wasn't collecting all the characters. I just was collecting the characters I liked.
Fancy schmancy, buddy.
Yeah,
That's a good way to
remember
do
I got
it.
a Captain Falcon, and that was crazy because Captain Falcon was one of the rarer ones at the time.
Really?
Yeah,
I own the Splatoon
I have a couple
amiibos.
Splatoon amiibos. What the current ones on my shelf that I'm displaying are Shiver from Splatoon 3 and Joker from Persona 5.
Never see it coming.
Yeah, I've like Joker posed with my big good smile Akechi statue that I got for my birthday. So
Ooh.
Want to play Fortnite?
maybe later. I don't know. I'm a bit trying to focus on the conversation. I don't really feel like Fortnite right now.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
I will say there were some new GI Joe announcements. They
Yeah, for
mass
toys.
dumped all of GI June right at the beginning of it.
That's weird.
I think they did it because they still have the pre-order slots firing off every week.
So they're just like, here's everything that you'll be able to pre-order this month.
Well, a lot of it leaked. A lot of it like
Ah.
straight up leaked the night before again.
Oh.
But it's a lot of great stuff. They showed off the Iron Grenadiers and the Iron Grenadier bats as well, and the bats are just like gold plated. There's a retro Cobra Commander with a back metallized face shield.
I'm looking at some of these toys right now. They look pretty sick.
Yeah, they gave us some render shots of what they're definitely going to use to and see this is also we're getting into like a really cool spot of GI Joe. The Range Viper, I think it was, is like a couple different shades of like vibrant with like a neon green because it's a '90s toy, like a neon green visor, and he had like a stupid ass like saw machine gun, like a machine gun with a saw on the bottom of it. It was just like kind of like wacky edgy.
You
But
say
they
chainsaw at the bottom. I'm just thinking of Gears of War.
Yeah, same.
yeah, but it's more
This
like
new this new Cobra Commander figure I might actually pick up just because I really like Cobra Commander.
oh yeah, he's the Sunbow colors.
Sunbow colors this look like I've always wanted to get a Cobra Commander, and I was like, this seems like the perfect time. Also, a new Sergeant Slaughter. I think I kind of want more classic Slaughter. But this one looks great.
They're full on completing the Slaughters Marauders. I mean, I think we're missing. We got
Yeah.
Barbecue already, and they did Low Light and Spirit. And they changed Spirit up a lot. That pack actually looks way more enticing than before. But like even the animal is like different and everything like that. Like they're really pushing it. But they also and the Cobra Viper. I forget. It's the
Cobra
vamp.
Starship.
Yeah, the fuck you.
That's a HasLab, right?
No, it's not. It's like the Cobra Vamp was like $100. This one's coming out with some of the reused effects of uh the like missile stuff because it's got a missile part on the back. You can take it, and they included a little foot peg stand on the back that is interchangeable with the Vamp, so you can just have all kinds of cool shit going on. Even for the minigun, I think they did it because one of the other third-party companies made one for it, and it was really popular. But anyways, it looks really cool. Um, and the thing I was trying to get at with the Range Viper is they're going to do an Iron Grenadier, like the Heavy Grenadier, with like the crazy like grenade super gun. A lot of cool stuff. We got Alpine who looks amazing. Alpine has like 12 inches of pause for fun. 12 inches of like rope on a hook because he's a rock climber. So he comes with like a usable like grappling hook with rope.
Yeah.
And also good guy Storm Shadow. Uh, a lot like the classic like GI Joe team Storm Shadow back in the day, but he's got like more armor on. Has a really cool loadout. And just overall looks like a superposable, like cool figure. It reminds me more of like the Valor versus Venom Storm Shadow figure. And I owned like that. I owned 3 different iterations of that toy from Valor versus Venom because they sold 2 of them at a Dollar General. So like one was just like almost all white with no paint. One was like a little red, and then like I had like the proper deluxe version with all the paint on it. But it's just a cool thing.
Yeah. I'm just like
Um,
you got me looking through Big Bad Toy Store again.
yeah.
Uh,
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle new toy line's about to come out where it's like mix and match robots slash turtles, but all the
yeah.
robot designs are really good.
For Tales of the TMNT, right? The new show, or
Yeah.
okay, just because I know there's like they just make TMNT like a lot of shit. So.
I think I saw something like a poster preview for the show.
Yeah, they just released a new trailer for it. I gotta like.
Oh, side note, but Transformers related, Cosmos leaked or whatever.
Oh
Weird
no,
Al
not leaked. The
Cosmos.
new episodes came out. Like,
What?
yeah, they came out, and I haven't watched them yet, but they look neat.
Bro, you just made me grab 2 more gummies to kick in by the time we end this podcast since I'm watching all of that shit tonight.
Yeah, Simeon just says posted on my server Earthspark Season 2 Part 1 good.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even need to know. I don't even need to know. I didn't even realize it was Weird Al. I just saw that design of Cosmos.
They already announced Weird Al anyway for like a while back, where it's like, hey, Weird Al will be in this. Like, awesome.
I knew the announcement. I didn't know he was going to play, I don't think. But
Yeah, they just said he's a character, and it's like now Cosmos.
he's like, that's one of my favorite like Transformers. Both Transformer toys that I have of him are just like some of my favorite, like just go to like fidget fuck with and like cool wish around like perfect little flying saucer
Yeah.
guys. And this one's just like a big beefy boy, like a big beefy bulkhead esque. He's like the animated.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see if we get a toy of that. I swear to God, we better. Someone's getting hurt.
Apparently they canceled Earthspark pretty early on. Season 2 is like the last
What?
ones.
I thought it was doing.
Well, like yeah, they already have been kind of slacking on the toys. Like it's
Fuck.
just yeah, I know. I'm sad too.
You
'Cause
know what,
I
dude?
have
I
a video
think
coming out about Earthspark in like next
I bet
week.
Legacy will pick it up since they
I
have the
don't-
multiversal thing. There's no reason. I mean, we got like stuff like that. Just bring them on in.
Yeah. I really hope they do eventually.
So
I hope
Weird
they get a
Al's been
Max
3
Track.
Transformers characters now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Wreck-Gar, and
no,
Cosmo.
because he wasn't in. He was just his song was in the movie. I don't think he played a character in the 80s.
No, he for sure did.
Really? Let me check.
He was Wreck-Gar. Am I losing my mind?
No, we are losing our mind. That was John Cleese.
It was gone. They just had Dare to Be Stupid in the movie.
Know what? That was one of the random Junkions singing in the background.
Yeah, you're there.
Well, he was Wreck-Gar and animated.
Yeah, Wreck-Gar animated, which animated is my favorite Transformers. Yeah, Eric Idle is Wreck-Gar in the
Eric
80s movie.
It was one of the Pythons.
Yeah, a Python
Show you
playing
one of
a
my
like
Pythons.
a Wreck-Gar makes sense. Yeah. Oh, apparently they're making like Hasbro making a Ghostbusters plasma pack with like, oh, it's the original 484 Ghostbusters, and it looks fine.
Man, let me tell you something about that. That's a $50.
$45, yeah, on Big Bad Toy Store.
Well, it's a $50 Ecto One, and then like a $40 or $45 4-pack. No, it was 40 on Hasbro Pulse. Because I remember like looking at it and I was like, oh shit, that's like $10 a figure. I mean, even if it's like 45, it's like
yeah, $10 a figure is pretty
$11.
decent. Like this is the listing I'm using. I think maybe it's the inch, maybe because it says it's 3.7 inch instead of like the proper. I don't know.
I'm just saying it seems affordable, especially to get like a full Ghostbusters team that looks cool.
Yeah,
But it's like the retro. They're not quite as retro. But from my understanding, these never existed. This is a new thing.
yeah, new molds.
But that Ecto One looks amazing.
Ecto One's $60 on Big Bad Toy Store. The figure pack is $45.
Check
Well,
Hasbro
of course.
Pulse.
But these are meant to be
Oh,
like.
also we're gonna get a HasLab announcement at
yeah, like new
San Diego
HasLab.
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could talk about that too.
These are like kids figures.
Oh, like kids budgeted figures. It seems.
Yeah.
And they apparently fit in the Ecto Ones. Like if you just want the Ghostbusters but don't want Ecto One, I think that works.
Well, more importantly, that's a G.I. Joe scale Ecto One. If you have any.
Yeah, you can do some silly shit with that.
But no, they oh man, the thoughts gone. I felt that. I'll rustle it back. Something I was like, oh, that's something else we could talk about.
I
Toy
want to
related.
curse you, Buster. Look at this Rashid.
Let me look at this Rashid. Show me the Rashid.
Look at this Rashid.
It's just a little guy. Just a little guy. Just a little Roblox-like guy.
Damn it, that thought is really gone. It's really. I don't know what I was excited about. It was another toy related thing. I think.
Was it G.I. Joe?
The Ghostbusters? Like the HasLab?
Oh no, the other has.
Let me
Moss
just look.
is a 3 3/4 inch Moss Eye Cantina.
I don't know if that's gonna work out because all the Star Wars HasLabs have been very.
Oh, it's chugging. It's like it's doing numbers. People want that.
Yeah. Okay. So
Like
it's doing.
already, it hit like 2,000 days.
It's right now at 3,590, and it needs 8,000.
I think it's been going for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Buster. A lot of the people who collect Star Wars 3 3/4 figures are the ones that like to have the fun dioramas.
Yeah. So this is 3 3/4 instead of like a full-on like action.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is the vintage collection. Yeah. I'm still kind of like kicking myself for not getting the like Robots in Disguise Omega Prime backing, but like, hey, Cody's gonna have it, and that's what matters. You know, as long as Cody
I'm
has.
just looking
the
on
cool
Big
toy.
Bad Toy Store. They got a Murphy figure,
Murphy?
a RoboCop Murphy.
Oh yeah, of course they would make RoboCop figures.
No, they would make
Oh.
RoboCop figures, but they have one pre RoboCop.
Murphy
But
head
he comes with
damage, right?
the I'm getting shot to shit
Yeah.
pieces, right?
I'm still looking through them, but yeah, it does. He has the hand.
Yeah.
Speaking of RoboCop, I started playing Rogue City.
Oh.
I don't know why I waited. Like it's been on my console for like a week or maybe 2, 3 weeks since it came out for sure. This is a new video game. Holy fucking shit. Like the first level, just like you have his gun, he has like the scan visor, and it starts kicking in the theme. Like within like a couple seconds, it immediately tells you how much they care about RoboCop because like he's like looking into a TV screen, and when the TV cuts off, he sees like his original human like self.
This looks really
Uh,
high quality. What?
yeah, it's an Unreal Engine 5.
That's what like. How is nobody? Why haven't they marketed this? It's like nobody around me is talking about it. This is wild.
Yeah, the and in the game, the side quests are like serving the public trust. So like choosing to like give people tickets or not, and like
Why isn't nobody
actually
talking about
being
this?
like a
That sounds
good cop.
awesome.
But I am excited. No, I mean the game. I'm very excited to like keep playing it. It's
Yeah.
it really does feel like I don't know. It's something of the detail too. They're really pushing the engine. It feels like with some of the like you just kind of feel like you're in the heart of Detroit, horrible
Yeah.
Detroit. They brought the SUX back. Peter Weller's voicing the role. They have really
Yo.
good like facial scans on all the actors. Like Lewis is just like always walking around with you and stuff. There's cool side quests and lore and stuff, and it's just really cool. They even talk about like some of the old like villains, Kane's around, cool shit. It's set like after RoboCop 2.
Which one's the one with the jetpack?
2.
Oh.
I've only watched the first one. It's a good movie.
2 and 3 were written by Frank Miller.
Yeah, I'm aware. I heard they're like I don't know. Like I'll check them out eventually, but also it's I heard the movies weren't that great anyway.
They're there.
They are movies that exist.
They function.
Yeah, I mean 3 is rough.
Yeah, I heard 3 is the worst one. Yeah, besides the reboot one, because I heard the reboot one just completely misses the point.
Yeah, it's a little stinky. Also, like you really just can't beat the original RoboCop design.
I mean,
Like-
I hate to put it this way, RoboCop even looked a little dated for the 80s, like on purpose. Like he is built from older technology that is proven in universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, I get you.
But it works on screen.
Yeah, it works on screen. He looks, but like it doesn't look like high tech. It looks like no, this works. We know it works. We're gonna implement. You know.
Yeah, and the fact that Peter Weller had to get trained by a mime really sells the fucking role. Whenever you see him like turn his head like that, like that's
Yeah,
Peter.
there's some great robotic acting in that movie.
He does not get enough credit as one of the great character actors of all time. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a mission in the police precinct where you had to pick up a drunkard. You just like pick him up and put him over your shoulder, and you just get to hear Peter Weller. He's like, sleep tight, and like walk. You just walk away. Oh, it's great. There's a lot of new like RoboCop voice lines.
Yeah.
And you see him fight with his humanity. They're like it's all there. It's not just like a slide beat him up or whatever.
What else happened? I feel like I'm missing something. That happened this week. I always feel like I'm missing something these days.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Life moves fast, and the news moves faster because it wants to keep you occupied.
Yeah, it's like, oh, have you heard of this wacky thing?
It don't stop coming, and it don't stop coming, and it don't stop coming, and it
Coming and
don't
it
stop
don't stop
coming.
coming and it don't stop
Oh
coming.
shit, that's the thing I need to fucking send you, Cody. Someone did a mashup between Two Trucks Having Sex and Can't Stop Us by Kendrick Lamar.
My God.
That's amazing.
Hold on, let me grab it real quick. They Not Two Trucks.
Oh my God. Oh, they not like us. Not like us.
Here you go.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Oh my God.
Yep, it won't play embedded. You got to go to YouTube. So what? You can do it later.
Probably A minor.
Oh my. All right. I think that's. Is that a
Oh.
podcast? Are we running on fumes again?
No,
You're
I feel like
always
we've
trying
barely
to
been
make it
going.
though.
I feel like we've barely started.
Really? It's 9:30 or 9:20 my time.
Damn, thinking your time's the only time. Damn.
I said my time.
I'm joking.
Oh, whatever.
Think we ain't got time to, huh?
Yeah, no time.
What do you think you are? What do you think you are? A big city guy with all your Chicago time. You think we don't got Florida time?
Florida time works in reverse.
Yeah, just you go backwards. All the everyone in Florida goes backwards.
I mean, okay. I watched a video somewhat recently about Florida, and just kind of how did Florida as a state become? You know, why did people go there? How did people go there? And fundamentally, the reason Florida as it exists right now exists is that there was a guy called Flagler who was like, yo, there's a lot of cool beaches in Florida. I'm going to build some resorts. Nobody's going to my resort. Nobody will go to my resorts. So I will build a train to take them there, thus building the first train tracks in Florida to get to his resorts. And here's the thing. Nobody lived in Florida except the Seminole and the people in cracker houses.
What's a cracker house again?
Poor white house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I lived in one of those.
Yeah. But basically it was the housing that a lot of Floridians used, and as such, cracker became a derogatory term for poor white people.
Hell yeah.
So that's the origin of cracker. Gotcha.
Yes. So Flagler decided to import workers to work at his resorts and put them in towns right outside the resort area. So that's why we have places like Daytona and Daytona Beach and Palm Coast and Palm Coast Beach. Because one was the resort where all the rich people got to be, and one was the area where they put all the workers just struggling to survive. And that defines the entire class aspects of Florida to this day.
Damn.
Isn't it great?
Yeah. When you actually start digging into the history, all the questions of what's wrong with Florida, there's reasonable answers for all of them.
Florida wrong with Florida.
For example, the whole Florida man meme.
Yeah.
Why is this a thing? Why is Florida man a thing? Well, you see, in Florida,
it's because of our law.
Yeah, we have a thing called the Sunshine State Law, which basically means any arrest record and most records of that kind of variety are actually public. And that's kind of a good thing. They can't hide shit behind no, you're a civilian, you're not allowed to see it. It's all public knowledge. It's all public information. You can just go and get it. But because you can just go and get it, if you're having a slow news day and you need some clicks, you just look through the recent Florida arrest record and you can find a wacky story. Also, it doesn't help that Florida also gets a lot of migrating homeless populations because it's warmer year round, so they don't have to worry about freezing to death. Florida, where a lot of things go wrong.
The Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of issues. It's mighty unfortunate.
Yeah. Then you just go south a certain amount of time and you're in fucking mini Cuba.
La Florida.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta bitch and moan about the place you're from.
Yeah. I'll find a way to bitch and moan about Chicago one day.
I'm sure there's no length you have to go to do
Yeah,
that
I'll find it
sometime.
eventually. I just need to like lock in and focus and do research, but I don't feel like researching right now.
You got rid of cool public transit for a dumbass highway back in the 60s
Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad.
or 50s. I don't remember when it was, but like that was a big thing. It was like Parkway or something. What, I don't know.
Monopoly?
God damn it.
Just stock, please.
Ay.
Oh, yeah,
No, this week wasn't bad, and I feel like I've made some minor self improvements.
Minor.
Now, you can never say the word minor now. Thank you, Kendrick.
I feel like you couldn't say it earlier.
You
But, like,
could.
continue.
But I made some improvements on myself, trying to do all that kind of. I started journaling.
Oh, yeah.
I started joking.
Cody, I'm trying to be genuine, sincere here right now, and all you can talk about is masturbation.
Hey man, I just can't get enough.
He's a master at baiting.
No, I've started doing a little bit of journaling, try and parse out emotions and whatnot. What are some things you guys have done
I'm working on
recently for
packing. I'm
self-improvement?
working on packing all my things.
Are you doing good at packing?
Not much.
Packing you. It's a Small Soldiers reference.
Oh.
Friendly reminder that we got a weird YouTube video like a year ago with some cool animation about small soldiers, but it was like a new thing and no information was ever like out about it other than the video. It had some returning characters from the original.
I'm just trying to live and
Hold it
learn.
together.
Like, not live and learn. Sorry, Sonic, get on the brain.
Damn, you got Sonic autism right now.
Yeah.
Do you feel like sometime?
Yeah, I did. The Sonic autism has been me once again.
Sonic racing.
No, I'm just. I don't think I'm locked in enough for this podcast. I'm gonna be real.
Hey, I mean, we're trying, we're doing.
Yeah. No,
Lock and
Guys-
load. I'm going off on Fortnite in the car.
Lock and load.
Yeah.
Glockenspiel.
Live and learn. Shit, I don't know. I'm sorry. The Sonic autism. I mean, the new Shadow stuff really got me in a Sonic mood. Yeah.
Hey, that's good. It's the year of Shadow, anyways.
Yeah. I hope we get that movie 3 trailer soon. Knowing my luck, it will come out after this podcast is recorded.
Jeepers, G Willikers, butt man.
Whoa, Batman! What are you gonna do? I have this puppy tied up to
Did you
a
sound
rope.
like Mike Matei?
I got a little punny, Batman.
Batman, I got a low punny.
I caught a little punny.
I got a low punny.
Okay, granted, Mike Matei has played the Joker before at AVGN, so I'm not far off.
I don't have a memory of what Mike Matei sounds like in my brain to be offended or not.
See, I mainly know him for Brown Bricks and Minecraft.
Oh, something I forgot to mention about the Iron Grenadiers earlier. They have the same peg size on their head as the Cobra bats, so you could pop or you could swap all their different parts. Also, the bats come with 2 different clear chest plates, and they're doing that intentionally so you could have extras for your other bats that you most certainly have.
Yeah.
Damn, making a toy just for you, for real.
Bro, we get the super battle droids. I get the super battle droids. I'm going out on the town. Ooh, and I might go find one of those to keep going. That crazy like 5-pack that had like the X-Men 5-pack where it's like they had the guy with like the weird tunnel arms and the robot and the Silver Samurai looking guy, but he's not Silver Samurai. Come on, Chris, it's X-Men character. Marvel Legends 5-pack. It's on Ross.
Describe the character.
Big money. No, I just did, man. Come on, man.
I wasn't paying attention.
I was talking to you directly. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
Doesn't matter.
Damn, I really just threw this fucking match away.
Damn, you really just fucking.
Just fucking.
Ba 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 ba.
Tough acting to Nacton.
I hate that every time I see like Honkai Star Rail, I get a little tempted to play it, but I'm like, no.
Ooh,
Like-
there is one extra toy thing I could talk about.
Ooh, talk about the toys. I'd rather talk about that than Gotcha.
30-minute missions. The Bandai like model kit
Yeah.
line that I buy in. not only did they announce some new interesting 30 minute mystics where they're like knights and stuff like that, like robot knights, with really cool striking colors, some like neon like visors and stuff. But they also launched their compatible licensed sub theme in the 30-minute missions for what's the From Software Armored Core game? Is that Armored Core?
Armored Core 6.
Yeah.
I
So
think we
they
talked about
launched
this
a bunch of
before.
kits. Well, yeah, but we just saw pictures of them all
Okay.
for like the first time. So they maybe I don't think we talked about.
We talked not about last week, but before. Just
I think we have mentioned it.
Oh yeah,
Whether
I know.
on or
I know.
off.
I got excited whenever the news broke because I was like,
yeah.
"Holy shit, that's."
But like, it's
But
still
yeah.
like, yeah, Armored Core is a good game.
Oh, and the new kits for the new Gundam show on look fantastic.
Yeah, I hope it is a good show because I don't know, the animation doesn't really appeal to me.
Scratches the detail.
Yeah.
There's just a je ne sais quoi of life that can go fuck itself.
It's just a Genesis Quan.
Sega Genesis.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
Couldn't.
I don't know.
I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D.
So, because someone just tweeted like, "Oh, look at it! Street Fighter 6 Season 3 leaked," and I actually really liked what they did here. It's like just Goku and Vegeta, but the way they look, like, I don't know. It's like a mod, but it's a good Goku and Vegeta mod.
Vegeta's hands look too big. Like
I
I don't know why.
I think it's because it's Ken. It's Ken because they're using Ken as a basis.
Yeah, I don't know. Am I saying that Vegeta should have small hands? Is that what I'm saying? Should he have little tiny hands?
He doesn't
Also,
care
like
about the government.
bringing this back to the beginning of the podcast. I just wrote we might be able to visit Southtown in World Tour.
Ooh,
We might because of Terry and Mai. That would be insane. Oh my god.
oh,
Oh
we
my
have to.
god!
Just
Number
imagine.
15.
Imagine running into the Art of Fighting Pro Tag in Southtown.
Oh, like Kyo. Oh man, that would be cute. And Ryo would use like. Oh, they could fit so many references there, man. Oh, they could put the Popeye Cafe.
But I was just more thinking about like, oh, that's who Dan is based off of, and you could do fun jokes about a lot of people coming up to me saying like I remind them of Dan. Who the fuck is Dan?
Yeah. Yeah, they could do so much cute interactions there. But I think that's why I'm more okay with it. Just the interaction was just gonna like go off the charts. It's like it clearly comes from a place of love rather than like, oh, we have to get like all Street Fighter 2. And even then, the way they updated the Street Fighter 2 cast in SF6 was really cool. So like, even if like reasons that like seeming from corporate shit, they turn it around to make it like, yeah, this is awesome. That's kind of like Street Fighter 6's entire legacy to me so far.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
There's an endless road to rediscover.
Just Street Fighter is based and epic.
Epic mealtime.
Oh my god, you can't keep saying that, man.
Damn, you're gonna change the way you act because of someone else?
No.
Kind of cringe.
Yeah, true.
What do we think, fellers?
I tend to think thoughts about how I'm not good enough, but I'm trying to stop that.
Yeah, no, you are. You're awesome, Boingo. You're awesome.
Did you not hear the second half of the sentence?
Yeah, I know you're trying to, but like, I'm still trying to motivate you, being like, yeah, no, you got the sauce, boys.
I don't know. I mean, you could use a little more spice.
Oh, use a little bit more spice. What spice do I need, buddies?
Old Spice.
Salted paprika or smoked paprika.
I mean that's already it. Like I don't know about y'all, but we when I cook, I have like unless it's something specific, I tend to have like a house spice blend, and for us, it's salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder, and paprika. Sometimes with like one, maybe a little bit more of one or the other, depending on what we're cooking. What's your spice blend?
I actually don't know.
Smoked paprika and lemon pepper.
Damn.
My spice is salt.
I mean, you're better off than 70% of white people then.
This is my saltless, soulless meal.
One day.
One day, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try.
One game. I don't know. Sorry, just because everyone's been saying that because of the PlayStation.
We are at a crescendo of AAA gaming where it is dying.
Dire and dying. That Concord game.
Yeah, honestly.
Blech. Apparently, like the JoJo's musical, like has some good songs. The Phantom Blood musical with.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, I really want to check it out eventually, but just it's no one's English subbed it yet.
Yeah. You freaked the fuck out at that animation I sent you of that Star Kids bit.
Oh yeah, it was a really good bit, and like I think that's one of like I don't even love that show as much as the other like Star Kid shows, but it's still really cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
Where's my
Sometimes
Cubics
Good
robots
animation
forever?
is good animation. Like some people like are like, oh, the animation shouldn't carry a show, but I'm like, bitch, it's still a cartoon. It's
hey, if
animation is still
cinematography can carry a movie, animation can carry animation
yeah.
quality can
Good
carry.
good animation is good animation. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, next time someone says that, just point them at Redline.
Yeah, Redline.
Next time someone says that, grab them,
Grab them, like freaking do a
Take
Zangief
them.
pile diver.
steal them, rob
Steal
them,
Whoa, okay, maybe not rob the robot.
make sure they remember.
Also, I might get monetized on YouTube soon, so that's epic.
Hell yeah! Then you can get demonetized.
Yeah. Now I
Hey,
gotta
yo.
hope.
25 Buster Gold demonetization.
God, is this the most ADHD podcast in existence, or there's probably one
Probably
more
not.
ADHD than us?
I would
Oh,
say
damn.
probably not.
Gynex filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, I mean, granted, they've always kind of they were on their last legs for a while because they don't really have like any of their popular series more because they all got like gotten by their owners again. But yeah, I think there's not really much to say about that bankruptcy. It's just it was coming, but it's still kind of a little like a big name in anime is gone, but also they were not the best publisher in their modern days,
Yeah. Hideaki Anno's studio bought the trademarks,
Yeah, Studio Kala.
which I think is just like, good on you, Anno.
Yeah, I mean, the literal reason he made the rebuilds is just I need to get people paid. It's like, hey, if I make a high profile Evangelion remake, I can get people paid.
Yeah.
Let's get paid. Time to get paid.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, I've only seen the first rebuild, but I really should see the other ones because the first one's the one that doesn't change much. I will eventually watch the other rebuilds, especially because I'm not like Evangelion. I feel like some people are like, oh, you can only like one, like you can only like one consistent tone for mecha shows. It's like I just like it when they're good, you know,
I just like
you,
robots.
just like robots. I like when robots are cool, and I like when
Truthfully,
they,
I do need quality to keep me there, but I do
yeah,
just like.
just give quality robots. I want quality robots, man. A quality robot story is what I'm trying to say.
Just say what you mean.
That's what I'm
Out
saying.
with it, lad.
Say it with your pussy.
I wish.
Quiver it across the universe.
Oh, Bossa Boingo, have you caught up with Chainsaw Man?
No, I haven't. It's one of those things that's kind of fallen to the wayside a little bit.
Have you started
I-
part 2 at least?
I have started part 2.
Okay.
And I am currently minorly aware of the discourse, and I'm just
Yeah.
laughing at all the people who are being idiots.
Yeah, there's a lot of... I don't want to say Puritans, because that makes me sound like an asshole.
Don't be
Charlatan.
the asshole. Puritans. They're pearl clutching.
Pearl Clutch is like, oh, the horror. And I'm
clutching.
like, I understand if it was done in like a more distasteful way, but he was being very like... The way it was done, it was very like horrific, but yet tasteful, you know?
Yeah. It was not meant to be sexy. It was meant to be shocking, and that's what it was.
Yeah, well, there's kind of a lot of Chainsaw Man, but everyone, I think there's only like one moment that could reasonably considered sexual in that in that series, and that is the lesbian part.
Yeah.
But even then, that's more like not wholesome. What would you
Yeah,
call it?
because there is a weird power dynamic with them.
Yeah, it's
It's almost as if a major part of Chainsaw Man is how sexuality is in part a part of the human condition and can be abused just as much as trust and belief can.
Yeah, big
It's
part of Denji's arc, and they literally spell it out in the chapter before the pearl clutching chapter.
Yeah, and literally he's just going like, "I wish I didn't think with my dick," and I like not to discredit these people. They're trying to see themselves in the art they consume, but so many people go like, "Oh, trans girl Denji," and I'm like, "No, it's it's addressing toxic masculinity."
Like, like I understand, like, especially in a week to week series where it's like you don't know what happens next. Tune in next week for like, so it's like you don't know like what's happening. It's like, okay, and that's kind of where I'm at, where it's like, I don't know what's happening, but I'll let the story continue. We need the full picture before I can like. But I do think a big theme about part 2 is Fujimoto himself kind of like weighing in on the expectations and popularity that Chainsaw Man has given him.
Yeah.
Like, especially with the Chainsaw Man church plotline, that just feels very like kind of everyone wants a specific thing from him, and they're all worshiping him like they know what he wants, even though they don't think it's weird. It's like, even though he's just a regular guy, who like has interest and shit.
And he's not even a regular guy. He is an abused, neglected individual who's never had.
I'm talking about the offer.
Yeah, okay. I was in like, I was Watsonian. You were Doyle.
Sorry, but like I was talking about like Fujimoto. It's just like, man, I'm just trying to live. I do wacky shit, yes, but I'm just trying to make cool stories, and y'all putting all this expectation on me. And I feel like the recent chapter is kind of a breaking point of like yeah. Honestly, I would consider part 2 one of the great manga sequels, or just great sequels in general, just of how it's going right now. Yeah, it's not a perfect sequel or like a perfect story, but I think it's a perfect of just like how it expands on the Chainsaw Man world themes.
Oh, it makes sense.
I know. What I'm saying is Chainsaw Man Part 2 is the Shrek 2 of manga.
Jesus fucking Christ, why?
Look, do you know who my boss is? My boss got popular by talking about Shrek 2, so...
I need to have a conversation with your boss, because they're infecting you.
They are. I just...
Alright, Mr. Shea Frillis. I'm calling you out. Mono a Crabo.
The robot v crab. Wait, I mean, Cody has a robot crab, so we'll just use that robot crab to fight the actual crab. I really should get him on. I really should get him on the podcast one day.
You're infecting our young Buster with silly ideas such as Shrek 2.
Yeah, he doesn't even like talking about like animated films much these days. Like he's trying to like literally the only reason he made a Pixar villain ranking is just to fund his other videos. He literally openly admit that at the start, and it's like, you know what, respect. I don't know, it's like weird when it's like you grow an expectation as a I was just talking about this with Fujimoto. You grow this expectation as a creator when you just want to do other things, and you want to explore other themes besides just like spectacle,
Yeah.
I'm not even caught up to fucking One Piece.
Oh yeah, I haven't read since I think the last thing I remember was Shanks doing that cool thing.
Like, I'm 12 or so chapters behind.
I am like 50. I have not read in a year.
Yeah.
I really should. I'm just waiting for like Egghead to get to like a stopping point or like a checkpoint, and then I'll be like, all right, I'll catch up.
Yeah. Egghead's going in some wild directions, and like when Oda says like, yeah, no, I'm wrapping things up, and you go like, ah, ha, ha. And then you start reading some of the plot details that have been happening recently, and it's just like, oh, you were serious, damn.
I mean, like the Shanks chapter already kind of confirmed. Oh, if they're showing what Shanks can do, then we're in the final saga,
Yeah, I don't know.
We're in the end game.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy that the manga, the anime, and the anime's English dub are all on Egghead now.
Fucking wild.
Yeah, it's like what a wild ass journey we've been on.
What a wild ass.
Yeah,
what a wild ass.
All of us. I got the new One Piece, not new, the latest One Piece opening stuck in my head. Like all of us, do. All of... Also, good meme, Boingo.
Looking at this Kamen Rider Gaim,
Oh, don't say that in front of Boingo.
Orange Arms, Bandai Spirits figure.
Like SH Figure Art or model kit?
SH Figure Arts.
Oh yeah, because I think they're doing like reissues for the 10th anniversary, which is weird to think that Gaim is 10 years old.
Jesus.
Are you gonna do it 10 years
Gen Urabuchi ruined Kamen Rider 10 years ago. Damn.
I mean, like, we had Drive right after it, so it can't be that.
Yeah, so Drive fixed it. Gen Urabuchi ruined it, and Drive fixed it. So that's how these things work.
Well, he made a show you didn't like, and then they made a show you liked.
Buster, let this fake anger be funny.
No.
We can't let happen what has no ability.
Yeah, damn. Like maybe you should make a guy like 10 years after video.
I mean, I wanna make a more robust examination of my thoughts and critiques of Gaiam,
Yeah. But you'd have to rewatch the whole thing, probably. And like, I mean, actually, Gaiam is one of the only Kamen Rider shows I've watched twice, which is weird. Mainly for the video I did like years ago, and I kind of want to redo that video because I don't like how it came out.
I mean, I have that old ass Gaim video that's just not good.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like, I think I had some points, but also it's like there's a lot of like bad mistakes I did, or just like weird tunnel visioning I did
Yeah,
in that video.
yeah. Sometimes you can articulate arguments better in the future.
Yeah. Like, I still think Gaim is like a 7 out of 10, like, even though I have lots of problems with it. Like, it's mostly enjoyable.
So here's the thing, I'd agree with you all up until the last fucking arc.
Even then, there's parts of the last arc I think still work for.
I don't know, it just feels super weirdo Japanese conservatives.
That's fair. That's fair.
Everything's gone wrong, but you can't actually attack any of the people who caused the wrong things to happen. So the best you can do is just run away. You know,
we're just talking about that kind of show of like Godzilla -1 shit, because that movie finally got on digital, like all over the world, thanks to Netflix like rentals, and like more people are calling out the conservative shit in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, and I still love that movie, but like,
strange how some of the biggest international hits to come from places that aren't America have weird conservative bents in places.
I wonder what that's like. Yes, because like one person like mentioned like, man, RRR and -1, they're good movies, but they have weird like conservative shit that like white people like to ignore,
or white people are just not aware of.
Yeah, and then they just blindly defend, being like, no, it's not. They say the opposite, but it's like it's a bit more sneaky than you think.
Because it's not American conservatism, which is like
Yeah.
super rooted in like capitalism and evangelicalism and all these different kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Because Indian conservatism looks completely different. Same thing with Japanese conservatism, which because we are so used to watching anime and playing Japanese games and everything, we're a lot more willing to accept their version of that kind of like history of like, we didn't do anything wrong. It's like, no, you did things wrong, buddy. Like, you've done some good things since then, but you've done some wrong.
Yeah, and it's like I really need to read Barefoot Gen, because apparently that calls out a lot of bullshit.
Like recently, like there's a history YouTuber I watch, and he's had a long running series called Checkmate Lincolnite, which is just deconstructing all the arguments Lost Cause Civil War nuts have. Of like, you're up north, so you probably don't know a ton about this, but there is a concerted effort to say that the South did not fight the Civil War for slavery, that they fought it for states' rights.
Oh, so like Confederacy.
Yeah, the Confederacy.
States' rights to do what?
States' right to do what?
Yeah, that's what the entire series is basically doing. Is it has a character who is one of those lost cause people who goes like, "Oh no, it's for states' rights," and the other character is states' rights to do what, and bringing up all the relevant information and sources to like not just say one thing or the other, but to prove it.
I mean, like the Goobus cartoon does do that, but like that goes. I assume that goes like more in depth.
Oh,
to, like,
it goes super in depth. It talks about Ulysses S. Grant. It talks about the entire hit thing with Confederate generals. The like even the idea of like, oh, the poor Southern farmer didn't know what they were fighting for. They were just fighting for their home. It's like, no, a lot of them knew they were fighting for slavery.
Yeah.
But the last video of it, because he wants to wrap up the series and do something else, devolves into an Evil Dead parody where he fights the skeletons of Confederate soldiers and the mummified remains of the Confederate president, along with a warlock Nazi.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, no, it's very fun, it's very goofy, it's very lighthearted. But the ultimate end of the message, the ultimate end of the story, it's a guy who parroted all the Lost Cause things because of his friendship with the other guy and listening, was able to overcome that thought process and grow as a person.
Yeah, it's like I want people to grow as a person. I grew as a person. I want other people to grow as,
Yeah. No, I've watched some good video essays recently. There was one I watched today all about what she called male weepy, but me and Cody would probably recognize them more as dad movies. Talking about like Field of Dreams, Good Will Hunting, Rocky, Creed. of like the movies that are like it's okay for men to feel emotions and cry at, and going like, hey, maybe we should look at these movies more and not just like look at the sports and the war and the killing and all that, and go like, why are these movies making men emotional? What of these movies makes men feel like they can be vulnerable for that moment? And maybe we should look into that to try and help us deconstruct toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Which is just really good. It's a really good, well thought out, very empathetic, because like she never excuses toxic masculinity throughout the video, but she like it coming from a place like, hey, I understand why you guys are toxic, like why toxic masculinity has happened. It's not excusable, and you can come back from it, kind of thing. It's just it's a good video.
Look at you covering like all these intelligent videos while meanwhile I'm just like re-listening and watching Versus Wolves and watching Bumbles McFumbles and Scott and just look at me watching like not junk food but like very silly content there compared to like all that.
Yeah. You know what? I'll send you that recent one because it's just really good.
Yeah.
Like and she was able to pick just the right clips from those movies. And playing them, I was remembering watching some of them, and I started tearing up, and I was like, fuck, she's right.
There's a point.
Hey, Cody, what's your favorite dad flick? What's your favorite dad movie?
Click.
No.
You know what? I could see
Maybe.
Click being.
I mean,
Top Gun
is Click a dad movie?
The final 15 minutes, I say, are like really big dad movie energy.
Yeah. Okay, the final act is first.
Or you know what? A better one for you, the Will Ferrell one, like Harold Crick or whatever.
Oh, is it the one where he's a fictional
So-
character being written?
Yeah,
Stranger Than Fiction.
yeah,
That's the
great.
name of the movie.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
here's the video I was talking about. Male Weepies, a misunderstood genre.
Yeah, by Broe Deschanel.
Deschanel.
Deschanel. I can't say words.
Good video. Check it out.
No.
All right, cool.
Damn boing. I mean, damn Cody.
But like, she talks about Gladiator and Rocky and Good Will Hunting and those kind of flicks. Oh, you know what's a really good dad movie?
What?
Ford v Ferrari.
Oh, I gotta watch that. That's like a pretty recent.
Yeah, but like, you know, when you watch a movie that it's just gonna go like, oh, this is going to be in that list of movies that dads will tell their kids, oh, this is my favorite movie. You know?
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, Good Morning Vietnam, I'd say was another one. Is another big.
Good
dad
morning.
movie.
How about Bicentennial?
Ooh, that would be a dad movie, but I think it's like it's when we're gonna be dad movie.
I don't know what like my dad doesn't really like.
I think
he likes movies, but like he's not
Buster,
really doesn't really have a favorite. What?
I'm gonna be a little honest. I think this is not necessarily an only a white guy thing. I think it's just
mostly a white guy thing.
I think it's just because of the weird intersection of like the patriarchy and white supremacy in America that white men tend to be double disconnected from their emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that there aren't dad movies of other cultures and other ethnicities. It's just more of like
the conversation we're having is mostly American focused.
Yeah, and not to otherize you and your family. It's just more of like you don't like. There's a phrase I'm missing that I'm not sure I can say.
Poo poo pee pee.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, but I get what you mean. Yeah, I don't know. Like I usually just drag my dad. Like my dad like usually likes them. Like he liked Doctor Strange. He likes Shin Ultraman. I took him to a film festival to see that.
Oh.
What else did he like? We tried to watch Oppenheimer, but like he had to do something. We couldn't be. I still need to
force him to watch Barbie.
I was very tempted to, but like, and my mom hated Barbie.
Oh.
I think I know why, but I don't want to talk about it.
Oof.
I mean,
that's a fair assessment. That's a fair thing to go through.
Like I think I know why. Like I tried. She was very just like I didn't like it. Like, but I think I know why she didn't like it.
And we don't have to dive into that because it's Claire's making you a little uncomfy.
It's a bit upsetting. It's just, I don't know. Those are just like, come on, it's a fun movie. Like I know it's very simplistic. It's still like fun. Yeah, I think she thought it was like trying to like she does. I think the thing she said she doesn't know what it wants from her, and I'm like, really? I don't know. Like she.
And again, movies like that tend to focus very much on like what is understood as the mainstream. That's what I was trying to. Movies and things like topics of discussion like this tend to focus on what is thought of as the mainstream American experience, which, because of the white supremacy and the patriarchy, tends to be white men. So our experiences tend to get centered, and thus people who are not white men have a harder time connecting to those specific pieces.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get across. Jesus.
No, I get it. And I am white passing, I'd say. From like people like I know it's I mean I think I was white passing for a bit. I don't know. So it's like
White passing is such a dumb nebulous thing. Like there was a time when my father, when he was a kid, he looked fucking Cuban. So
yeah, I know, but like yeah, you get what I mean. Like I felt like personally, my culture felt like it didn't matter. It didn't feel like I had like much autonomy over.
It's almost as if to defeat white supremacy, we need to not only erase the idea of supremacy of any one race being better than the other, but also erase the concept that whiteness even exists, because it fucking doesn't.
I don't know. It's a complex issue. Should we get on this in this like media discussion shit post? We were just talking about Summer Games Fest. What happened?
We talked about all the Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, I know.
That's how we got here.
Yeah, I'm just like the turn these podcasts take. But that's why you love us, or hate us, or whatever, or tolerate us.
That's why you hate watch us.
Yeah, it's like, these guys, what are they gonna get up to this time?
Harg.
I want to see who's the number one modular hater. Come on, don't hide.
Simeon.
Yeah. All right.
Should we just say on that note and wrap up?
Yeah.
Buster, tell the people where they can find you.
Hi. I'm not going to be here for a couple weeks, but you can find some upcoming videos like a Transformers Earthspark video, a video I submitted for a video essay compilation, and other shit on the Buster Corp YouTube channel. And maybe another thing, if I can get something before I pack, I'll probably be at my wedding or watching Ultraman Rising by the time this goes up. Not my wedding, a cousin's wedding. You get what I mean.
You're marrying your cousin?
No, my cousin is getting married
but that's a joke.
Okay. I know. People actually do that in my culture.
Maybe you are white passing.
Look, I'm
not just white passing, you're Alabama passing.
Oh my god, Cody, people actually like do that in my not like it's not.
No, I know, but it's a common like Southern joke.
Yeah.
Tradition, sadly.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's not just a white thing.
Yeah.
No, I know it's not.
No.
I know it's a global phenomenon.
A global phenomenon. Cody,
but the South has a reputation. Hi, my
Yeah.
name is Never_Robot, and I am Snowcone 80Me.
Snowcone ADP.
Snowcone ADP's nuts.
Now I'm just imagining if you were making videos in like the height of Xbox 360 era, and it was just 360 no scopes and air horns and everything, and Mountain Dew.
Every episode of Cody's toy review should have like him drinking a Mountain Dew and then just going so. Plug your shit.
You could have been the Boogie 2988.
Oh no.
Oh that nah.
Hey, howdy. I'm Boingo. I do a variety of things on the internet. I stream on Twitch at Boingo Writer. I make videos on YouTube at Boingo Writer. You can find me on a variety of social media platforms. Links are all down below in the description. And hey, this is Modular Components. If you enjoyed this podcast episode thing, be sure to like and subscribe the Modular Media channel on YouTube and follow us on the podcasting platform of your choice, however you find us, so you can keep up with the podcast and many more things. In the meantime, anybody have any final words they'd like to say?
Piccadilly.
See y'all in next month.
That's more than one word, Buster.
Shut up.
That was one word, Buster.